Everybody want to hear, but no one will solve the problem. Tell me that they care, still they leave our trouble constant. Live amongst the worst, they have knocks and all the condoms. Tell me Babylon, it is playing on your conscience. A scarce commodity. Mama can't find food and she never eat no breakfast. And that's reality. When you're living on the ghetto, how to make it, it's a great task. They never walk in our shoes, so them don't have a clue of the things that we do to survive. Why, mama, why? You know, society needs a redo, a redo, a redo. Society needs a redo, a redo, a redo. Yeah. Skip, skip, skip. Skiba, skip, 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 skibado, skibadabadubado. Arise from evil, it's getting impossible to be. They claim we are equal, still we living in poverty. We ask a question, they made it hard for me to believe that we will ever see the change, or we will ever be the change. Society needs a redo, a redo, a redo. 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 Yeah, yeah, redo.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Soul Kitchen International Radio. This is Reason with my friends, and my friend today is the one and only Exco Levi. Good day, sir. How are you?
Blessed love. Yeah.
All right. This is my beautiful co-host. Looking for a microphone, Miss Sudaim. Miss Sudaim.
I found it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Exco Levi.
Give thanks. Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, we're happy to have you in the city of Hamilton.
Yeah.
Lovely day in the city.
City of Hamilton.
Yes. So, on the topic of the city of Hamilton, what's happening tonight in Hamilton? Is it Hamilton?
In Bradford. You know, Exco Levi will be there in Bradford tonight, you know. It's been a while. I haven't been to this side, you know what I mean?
To this side,
yeah,
okay.
So I give thanks. You know, Canada is a very big and vast country. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there can be some places that you haven't been in years.
Right.
Yes, I give thanks to be here tonight, you know?
Right. It's the right time for it. It's the right time. Yeah, and I see a lot of excitement on the Instagram and Facebook. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of expectation tonight.
Yeah, give thanks.
Definitely. No, so is this, so you haven't been to Brantford in a while. So locally, is this one of your more recent shows that you've done locally? And when I say locally, I mean in the GTA area.
No, I do most of the shows like, up north.
Okay.
In Brampton, in Toronto and downtown area.
Right, yes.
Yeah, but I haven't done much shows.
On this side.
Okay.
Well, we welcome you tonight.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Absolutely. I'm very proud to have you here, and this is your first time here, and
Soul Kitchen.
Yes, sir.
When we hear Soul Kitchen, I think it's a food I cook and them thing there.
Yeah, you know how much people come here and they're upset. They don't smell no kind of food ready.
Soul Kitchen. Now listen for you some ital stew. A stew up on them thing, but that's like cooking up reggae music.
That's what we do. We cook up reggae music, but I definitely hope that we get to that level where we can hire a chef, because we're gonna have to do that soon. Definitely gonna have to do that soon.
Yeah, man.
So we are being rebroadcast right now in about 11 countries.
11 countries across the world.
And we have some beautiful questions for you tonight from all different people.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. So, the first one, we're going to start right off from the start, right? We're going to go up to Germany, all right?
Germany.
And a girl named Leslie, she wants to know, what does Exco Levi mean? Where did you come up with the name, and how did you become this person?
Okay, well, Exco Levi, the name Exco came from Escobar.
Heavy name, that name is heavy,
This question, posed to me a lot of time. When I used to go to school, they used to call me Escobar because I used to play soccer, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And all now, I still play soccer. Big baller too. I talk that loud.
Big baller.
Yeah. So, when I became a Rastafarian now, I just get rid of the bar. Okay. Bar make you drunk, you know what I mean?
Okay. You set the bar.
Yeah,
so you can get rid of it.
Yeah, so I removed S from Escobar because there's another artist called Exco. So I just put an X.
Okay.
So Exco Levi is from the tribe, high priest. See? We have the 12 tribe of Israel,
Okay.
So the Levi, so just add the Levi to Exco Levi.
It's nice when we can kind of like understand how somebody came together, just like we're still trying to figure out why it's called Soul Kitchen, but I know we'll work on that.
I have explained that to you, right here, Soul Kitchen. Yeah, you're cooking soul.
That's it.
Well, it's John Kitchen, right?
Yeah. So
and John just full of soul.
That's
right. He's just full of heart and music, and music touches the soul. I got it.
Remind me to interview you.
I got it, John. I got what Soul Kitchen.
Beautiful.
No, I understand.
All right. So let's talk about tonight. You have this show tonight. You want to describe exactly what your fans can expect tonight from the show?
Well, he's a Rastafarian virgin of mine. He always contacting Exco Levi about coming to Brantford. I'm a Rasta gathering, and I like to involve in Rasta gathering. We're Rasta people, and you know what I mean.
Okay.
It's just a joy to gather with Rastafarian people and people who may not even be Rasta, but they can see the unity, amongst Rastafarian, and who to knows they maybe want to become a Rasta too, you know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
So it's a joy to involve in things like this, and he's been contacting me for some time now, and I tell him, all right, no worry, we're gonna make it work. Because I'm leaving next week on tour, and I'm
hearing this.
Yeah, so it's the best time for me to pass through.
Before we get into that, I'm going to get into another question, because you just kind of like touch base on another question that we were sent to from Paris, France. All right.
Yeah.
So Braveheart Harrison, he's in Paris, France, and he wants to know, how do you feel being a Rasta, as he is a Rasta? Okay, and he is, I believe the translation through, he put it where he is challenged daily as a Rasta in France, as there is not a massive religious movement like that there. So how do you feel that you're accepted here as a Rasta in Canada, moving forward?
First, I understand that nothing that is true and pure, that is existing out there that haven't been fight. I got fight at some point, Bob Marley got to fight. And not only Rasta, once you're doing something positive and uplifting, you're gonna get a fight in this world where we live in today.
Right.
Because if you notice anything negative, they place it on the front burner. You know what I mean? Anything negative is always on the front burner. But once you're true to yourself and believe in yourself and and uphold that standard, because Rastafari is really a liberty. You have nothing to do with ear, you have nothing to do with the food we eat, it have to do with a liberty. Loving each other, caring and sharing. And that is the ultimate, and accepting His Majesty, as our path and guidance towards, leading in the right direction and traveling on the right path. So wherever you are in the world, once you accept the truth, and be genuine to yourself, you don't really watch fight. You have to just understand how earth run. Once you're doing something positive, you're gonna get a fight. And once you have that in your subconscious mind, nothing will really befall you along the journey. So you don't need to just hold out.
Beautiful.
Now I noticed that we're talking, and Rastafarian is a strong, very strong influence. I can tell with your music. and also in culture. So even tonight, you're saying that really and truly, this tonight is really a cultural movement, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
it's about getting some unity going on and spreading some love.
Red, green, and gold.
Right. Okay, that's amazing. That's good to know. So people that are coming out know that that's the environment they're coming into.
Yes.
Right? Some love, some unity, and good vibes. Good music.
Good music.
That's right. Man. So tell us, how has the religion, or is it, do you call it a religion, or more, it's a livity. So let's call it that. A livity. Okay. So you have, done a lot of you've had a lot of accomplishments as a Canadian artist.
Yeah.
And that's an amazing thing, because we don't have a lot of Exco Levis. Actually, we don't have no more Exco Levis out there, right? But what I'm saying is that we don't have a lot of strong Canadian presence in music and doing it outstandingly the way you've done it. You've got nominated 6 times and won 5 times. That's a high percentage of wins, right? Yeah. How do you feel that culture of Rastafarian has impacted your successes?
Well, I recently told someone that even with these 5 Juno Award wins, the happiest part about winning these Juno is to know that I've won all these accolades with something positive. If it was negative, I don't want it. You can't keep it, you know what I mean?
Yes.
If it was negative, I wouldn't want it, you know what I mean? Believe me, because you will just have the trophy at home and have all these hardwares at home and know say you leave a negative impact out there, and your kids have to come up and know say, yo, my daddy did sing about something skin out and really win Juno. I want to find solemn in that, you know what I mean? So the greatest part about all these accolades is to know that in this time that we're living in, when there's so much negative out there, whatever I've accomplished over the year is through positive vibe and positive frequency, you know what I mean? Because if you listen to Exco Levi songs over the years, nothing derogative, nothing discriminating woman, it's all positive. That's from Exco Levi, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I try my best.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the Almighty do the rest.
That's all we can do. That's all we can do.
Amazing.
Well, that answer actually sets up another question. Right from here in Canada, from another artist actually, Monique Spencer.
Yeah.
She wants to know, through so much that you've accomplished, like Ms. Sudaim said, did you ever know that was going to happen, or did you ever have that inclination growing up before it happened that it was going to happen?
All right, listen, this is the truth, you know what I mean, and there's nothing happened for Exco Levi in music that I'm surprised of, because all of my accolades and everywhere I've been in the world is deja vu. My whole life, me see it before, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, like for instance, when I've won my 3rd June of my manager, she always more happier than me. And she ever say, yo, she think that I'm picky, but it's not picky. She don't understand, say, I foresight all these things from a youth. Cause you know what the destiny are in. Any man out there who don't know what they're all about.
Right.
Yeah. You are like a lost soul, you know what I mean? Because from your tender age, you know what your destiny, you know what I mean? Some people have slash. Like some people can play music and them can sing.
I feel
and
like
some people is a carpenter. And some, once you don't have no slash, me don't have no slash.
Okay.
These are artists.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta tell you, I've had some of the greatest artists ever on this show, and if there's going to be a Soul Kitchen Juno Award for answers, you just got another one. You got some of the greatest answers.
I always think that my interviews them are not good enough. You know why? Because I tend to talk fast. I don't know if you notice that about me. I talk fast. And sometimes when I'm watching my interviews, I'm like, you know what I mean? But people always like, right, but I try my best all the time not to talk fast.
Right.
Even CBC, sorry, but I don't think I can mention them. Say, that's going to need to
slow it down.
I just be myself. You know
Sometimes you feel vibes.
Yeah, and the greatest thing is just to be yourself. I can't be nobody else.
Yes.
So Exco talk fast. You have to just understand. Say, yo, we just talk fast, isn't it?
Well, I got 2 things going on. You're Jamaican.
Yeah.
And you're a musician.
Yeah.
So those things will contribute to you talking pretty fast. So what's coming up for you? What's new for Exco?
Well, you know, my album is out. It's like a narrative, you know what I mean? You guys were playing the album earlier on before the show, you know?
Yes.
Next week, I venture on a narrative tour. You know what I mean? And the best part about the store is beginning on my birthday, which is the 7th of June.
Oh wow,
Next
happy early
Thursday.
birthday.
I'm telling you, and this is the first time I'm gonna do a major performance on my Earth Strong.
Wow.
So it's really gonna be
that's
a
amazing.
blessing, and it's outside of Canada. So I'll be in New Bedford, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yeah, the 7th of June. You know what I
Wow.
mean? With my band. This is the best birthday gift.
Oh, that's
Believe me.
amazing.
No cake with candle on the top. No ear Jordans. No gift. No gift is
Yeah.
more special to me than this gift.
Amazing.
On my birthday, I'll be on the road doing what I love.
Aw.
You know what I mean? In New Bedford, Massachusetts, Exco Levi. And then on the 10th, I believe I'll be in Maine, which is a Sabago Point Music Festival over there in Maine. And then on the 10th, I'll be in Brooklyn at the Milk River Bar. Then coming back over here, and I'm going to BC, 2 shows in BC. I'm going to New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, going to Germany,
Wow.
Austria, you know what I mean? And I'm going to Barrie, you know, Blue Mountain, Barrie.
Yeah.
They have a massive festival. I've been wanting to do this festival over the years. Finally this year, it came
Congrats.
true
Awesome.
with my
Congrats.
band, you know what I mean?
Congrats.
Well,
Yes.
I kind of almost want to ask you come back after that so you could tell us about
telling you.
that journey.
Yes.
No,
right.
I'm gonna
That
cap
sounds
everything is
nice.
gonna be captured in high def, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Edited by
Yes.
GIF.
Ah,
So you know that already, you know
there
what I
we
mean?
go.
Love
there
it,
we
love
go.
it.
Everything is gonna be on YouTube.
Beautiful.
YouTube.
Yes.
No
Isn't
tube.
it? On the YouTube.
That's amazing.
That's fantastic. So, moving on with another question. We have the beautiful Anna in Brazil.
Yeah.
Now, translate it because she speaks no English, so I'm doing my best. But I believe what she's trying to ask is, who's your favorite reggae artist, and who's your favorite artist that is not reggae, and why?
So you remember all these questions? Oh, you remember these questions?
Well, I'm programmed. I'm definitely you do music.
Yeah.
I do.
He's an undercover genius, Esco.
I do some remembering.
Because I realized that he's really not all the question.
He's
And
an
I'm
undercover
not
genius.
looking at his phone or anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I would say my favorite reggae artist of all time would be Bob Marley. I guess
Okay.
everybody had to say that, you know what I mean? Just the words, the energy. I think that is only one soul of Bob Marley make. You can't find nobody ever close to that special spirit, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Special soul. You have been a major influence to most of who's doing music today, you know what I mean? That is to say that I respect everyone. Once it's positive and it's uplifting, I respect everyone, you know what I mean? Once it's positive and uplifting, as you said. But Bob Marley would be my main, you know what I mean? Other genres I listen to, other African music, I listen to every genre of music because I'm a musician myself, you know?
That's good.
And as I said, David Myers, you know what I mean? And I love Alpha Blondie, I love Lucky Dube. You know what I mean?
for
I love,
sure.
I love.
Yeah.
Once it's positive and uplifting.
Yeah, for
you know,
Blondie,
because
kind of, he's good. He's
yeah,
good.
because
Yeah.
music is not reggae. Music is not about. It's all about the feel. If I, you know what I mean? And any other genre that I've listened to, once it have that feel and it give me a good feeling, and I can uplift myself from my struggle from listening to it. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
there's a song like, "Wake me up when it's all over."
Okay.
When I want that song.
I love it. Yeah, I like
You know what I mean? And it's not reggae, not dancehall, but it's
But
just
it
the
feel
message
right.
and the
It
feel.
feel
You know what I mean?
right.
It feel right. And so every other artist, man, once it's positive and I can feel it, I listen to them. You see me?
Okay, that's good. I'm going to try to remember another country's question while Sudaim gets this.
Well, I want to know what kind of advice do you have for upcoming artists who look at you as a role model, because you are blazing that trail right now.
Yes.
I mean, do you see yourself as a trailblazer? I mean, you're the biggest reggae act right now in Canada.
All right, now listen. See yourself as a trailblazer. It will be more of a self. I would rather you say it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So-
all right.
In time, you know what I mean? 90% of the things that I've achieved in music, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's someone have to remind me.
Okay.
Believe it, because it would be, I don't, you know, even though I have them, like for instance, someone may walk in downtown Brampton,
Right.
and saw the star and the Walk of Fame and then take a picture of it. That's when I even remember that it's there.
Wait, there's one there?
Yeah, I was recently inducted in the Brampton Art.
Oh, that's awesome.
2016.
That's fantastic.
I'm gonna go look for
Wow.
it now.
You
Wow.
see, so
I
these
love
are the
it.
things, you know, when you just think about the message and uplifting people, you don't really think about accuracy. I love them and I appreciate having
Right.
them, but I don't brag about them, you know what I mean?
Right.
So first I want to say Exco Levi is a jailbird. I would rather someone say it than
Okay.
me say, yeah, I'm a jailbird.
Right.
I would be now getting into myself, you know
It's
what I mean?
exactly right though how
Yeah,
you put
I
in it
don't
and
like
how
to
you're
do
saying,
that.
because if you're one of those artists that keeps focusing on how great his last move was,
Yeah.
that energy is not going towards your next move, and
I'm telling you.
I see you constantly moving forward. So
And this, if you always remember this,
Eh.
a great person. Are you ever hear Bob Marley say he's the greatest singer?
No.
Wish great. Anybody, any artist or anybody involved in any art form who can firmly stand and say, I'm the best carpenter. He's not. In most instances, he's not.
Because they're
I'm
trying
telling
to
you, man.
convince you.
Yeah,
They're trying to convince you.
People with true talent, real talent, people will see it in them.
Mm.
And people will talk about them. You don't bring that to yourself, you know what I mean?
It won't be
You-
self-proclaimed.
No, you don't be self-proclaimed. Make the ones and ones out there who see your journey and
Right.
see your accolade. You know what I mean? Lift you up. You don't put yourself on a pedestal. You know what I mean? You just relax and the Almighty will bless your talent. And most of the most talented people in the world, they are like that. So I try to be like that. Humble and meek.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I saw your blessing flow.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I've known a lot of artists in Jamaica who band consider my music. I do music and they've never evolved to a next level or even known across the world. Because every time you see them, they can tell you who is the best artist. They can say, oh, he's better than he. I don't compare people when it comes to music. Because music is an art form. Music is an art form where
Correct.
it's just come like, if I give you a canvas, and I have a canvas and I give you a tin of paint, and I say you do a painting and you decided to use a brush, and then I decide to show my paint on the brush. Who determine which is better?
Correct. Exactly.
You can't put a blueprint on art and say this person is better than that person, because my painting that I just dash the paint and can be hurt more than yours.
It's true.
Exactly.
You know, I
You know
had
what I mean?
I had a similar conversation when I think it was last year. We got into this big discussion, almost like an argument one time. I forget, we were out with a whole group of us, and they just announced who the most beautiful girl was in the world. And everybody argued because, somebody thought she was the most beautiful, and yet 90% of my circle
Think
was
that is
like,
the next
what's pretty about that
You
person?
can't blueprint art.
That's it.
You can't blueprint things like
You
that.
can't
know what I mean?
pre-decide what
No,
is.
you can't, because everybody have a different opinion. When you put out an album, someone is gonna like this song, and you will think that this is the baddest song because Give like this song. But
Right.
someone in Germany, there are a million more people in Germany like this song.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So this is just the way. I hate when people compare people and said,
Thank you.
this artist is better than this artist. Everybody just putting forth. There are just some basic fundamental artists have to sing on key. You know what I mean? And then look how much artists just come and sing something where, you know what I mean, where probably you would probably never sing, and yet there's a big song.
Right.
That goes to show you that music is an art form. You can't put a blueprint on music. You know what I mean? You can't say this person sing better than that person or that person. You know what I mean? Because a person that's put whatever they're feeling at the time on the record.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Because a lot of the time, technically, it is music is stories,
Yeah.
and done in that art formic way. So some people might not even be into, let's say, your kind of music, but something you say in your song, all of a sudden they become a fan.
Become a fan. It's
You know?
just one thing.
Exactly,
Yes,
exactly.
That's the way music is, you know what I mean? So
Right.
we don't really compare music, who's better than who's locking down shows, and you know what I mean? It's not about that when it comes to music. Bob Marley was never about that.
Yes.
And Peter Tosh and all those great icons, they just deliver the message positively and to the best of their ability, you know what I mean?
Right.
One last thing, if you realize Bob Marley, who is the greatest of all time, in my opinion, you know what I mean? Look, a person like Burning Spear, 1 Grammy, travel all over the world. Him no sound like Bob, no time in no shape or no
Right,
form,
right.
but yet still he present himself and he don't try to sound like Bob. Him sound like him and make it to the world stage and win. You know what I mean?
Right,
win
right.
Grammys too.
Yes.
So we don't compete when it comes to music.
It's all
That's
about
it.
perspective.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Right.
And introspective, is that a word? Being
You're
intro?
Sudaim, you can make anything a word. Choose,
Yeah, I think there's
something and make it a word.
Okay, guys, I'm declaring it. Introspective is a word.
All right. Just like what last interview, we came up with Sugal. Sugal, because anything I ever want to know about somebody, she find it out, she get it, so that's my Sugal.
Sugal it.
I Sugal it and then click let them know.
Yes.
She's good, trust me.
Nice. And listen, before we even go further, I must commend you guys too, you know what I mean? For what you guys doing here, because we don't have a lot of platform like this for our genre in Canada.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean? Most of the mainstream radios, they only play pop music. You know, we don't pop the music.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
We don't pop the music, you know what I mean?
Right.
There's no such thing as reggae pop.
Right.
I don't know nothing about that. It's either reggae or it's not reggae. So I must commend you guys for what you've been doing, you know what I mean?
Truly
Thank
good.
you.
Thanks for that.
Thank
Just
you.
giving us platform.
Yes.
Well,
Our art form out there, you know what I mean?
Thank
I
you.
will take that moment to say that I hope more things like this, like maybe start from this, you know,
Yes.
because the whole project behind this radio station was being an artist manager, and I see in the struggles that the artist is going through to get even how they say, you know, you're not a king in your own kingdom. You
Yeah.
know, so I see the struggles that the artists go through. So we create a platform here that it's about you. It's not
Yes.
about DJ's latest track or who can mix the
Yeah.
wickedest.
Yeah.
It's about this is your home. When you
Yes.
come here, you know, you're not visiting me. You come home and then you get to talk to everybody else. Everybody else is your guest in your home.
For real.
You know, so I appreciate that, and I hope
It
more
does.
radio stations remember that playing the music's great, but without the artist, they never get a song to play. You know,
That's
they
true.
never get one. So I'm trying to remember. You almost catch me now. I think you
He
jinxed
giving
me.
bad luck.
I think you
That's what I was
jinxed
gonna
me.
say. I was gonna say.
Yo,
He was on a
Esco-
roll,
Esco giving him
Esco,
some bad
until you
luck.
called him out.
So I'll try to remember. No disrespect. I'll try to remember the name, and I will remember the name. That's what
Okay.
I do. But
I
a
trick me,
question,
you know. I just bring the conversation and I say if you will forget, you know?
but a question we have from Gambia. All right.
Motherland.
So Gambia wants to know. Oh man, I'm gonna remember the name. I promise. I'm gonna remember this caller's name. He wants to know, if not reggae, if not music, what would you do if for any reason that you did not turn out to be this musical artist that you are? What would Exco be? Probably
Can I-
Esco.
can I guess
Escobar.
Esco?
He would be Escobar.
No,
I was gonna guess
because,
chef.
you know what I mean, from a tender age, you know what I mean, all my subconscious mind was only music, you know what I mean. But I can have a rebel spirit,
Okay.
so I think that I would lead out rebellions and them things against the system. No,
Oh, Lord.
for a serious note, I tell you, at first I said this and
Yeah.
here, I'm gonna have a rebel spirit. I hate injustice, you know what I mean.
Right.
I hate not having a voice, you know what I mean. So I think that, you know, who to tell.
You'd be an advocate for something.
Yeah, I'm an advocate for something. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because me hate injustice
Right.
in all form, you know what I mean? And me love people. Me love people genuinely, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Me love people. Good
That's-
people.
you know
I have
what,
devil
that-
people too, but me love good people. And me really judge people based on spirit and soul. Me don't really judge on how you look and what you say. Like you can come in my presence and me can tell you at point if you're a good person or you're a devil. I think I pursue that gift. You know what I mean? So me love people genuinely. So I think probably a revolutionary. Lead out rebellions, you know what I mean?
You know, coming in
Rebel
like
against the system.
almost in a reverse way. I love that answer because it's nice to know that if that's what you have, that if you weren't an artist, it's nice to know that you have that still and you were able to become an artist because that you get to do it now.
Yep.
If you think about it, you might not be picking up, you know, a stick with nails and on fire and running into the
Yeah, yeah,
streets,
yeah.
but you're doing that with your music. You can say anything and you have the following now to make a difference.
Yes.
Which means you have to be responsible, of course.
Yes, so we go back to music content.
Yes.
That's why all of my songs them have to be about rebelling against the system, you know what I mean? Uplifting ones and ones, you know what I mean? Songs like Living My Life in the Factory. I remember the first job I've received in Canada in the factory.
Right.
I only spent 1 hour at that job. You know what I mean?
You're like, not for me.
Yeah, so those are the songs that do it. Song like, which is a popular song. One of my biggest songs in Canada is Living the Life in the Factory. Because people can relate it to the story, you know what I mean? Yeah, man.
You know, as I listen to Esco, you know what I'm getting is just that your music is more, like you said, levity, but also living in your purpose, right? And I feel like a lot of times us people, right, we're looking for that purpose. And you're saying art now is not something that you do, it's really who you are. And with musicians, as you know, John, you can tell a musician from a mile away, right? Certain musicians, by the way they're dressed, by the way they carry themselves, it's art and it's acceptable because they're musicians, right? And then I think sometimes, even going back to my question about, your advice for the younger artists, and what I'm hearing is be yourself, be original, find your purpose, right? It's not try to be somebody else. Don't compare yourself to the next person that's selling out shows. It's be yourself, find your own message that you want to send out to the world.
And in terms of I always answer this like this. When it comes to encouragement for other artists, you yourself can observe your surrounding, and watch what someone else is doing. You don't have to be like them, but strive to be something good, because sometimes if I sit down and wait for advice a day, then before you get the advice.
True.
True. So don't sit around waiting on advice all the time, because everybody born with the same brain, same brain space, So just you have to do your maths properly.
Right.
And come up with the best result. Observe, tear a page from great successors page, book. You can look around and say, okay, alright, watch. Give her the camera. I wonder how him do it. Be the captain of your own ship.
Right.
Rather than sitting down and waiting for people to give you advice. Because sometimes by the time the advice reach you, your back is against the wall already.
Right.
So just look around, observe your surrounding and realize that, so watch, okay, alright, my brother's a mechanic, I want them can fix car to try.
Right.
And you go try to fix the car, if car not work, say, boy, say, me can't do the painting, that's what I know. I try something else.
Right.
Just try until you find a true purpose and what you're all about. And in most instances, some people, true talent and potential is within them, but them blind.
Absolutely.
That's why if you ask me about music, I said there's nothing surprising me in music, because for me a youth, my grandmother send the guy shop me, I walk with the aisle back and I sing.
Yeah.
And I perform and I picture a crowd of people at all time.
Yeah.
So the crowd can't too big for Exco Levi nervous and go out there right now, because me I see that in my subconscious mind from a youth. Me I walk down the street with the aisle buckle in my hand.
Yes.
Me I picture the whole common or the ball field is a crowd of people.
Wow.
And some of those same faces that I used to deja vu, I remember seeing them at some point in this time.
Amazing.
At first I didn't even know what deja vu, what. Me don't wonder if
you're losing your mind.
If I lose my mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Is when I start to Google up and I realized I came across the word deja vu, you know what I mean? And I start to study up on the word, I realized that, so a person's life can deja vu, you cannot see a destiny from your youth, you know what I mean? So there's nothing happened to Exco Levi in the music that surprised me. I've seen it before.
Amazing.
Yeah,
wow,
man.
that is good. Now we just have to figure out somehow how to connect a wire into that brain.
Yeah.
So we could
download what we need.
We can get ahead of the game and just go, he don't know it yet. but he's just about to get the next award.
Yes, I know.
I'm going to be the first to tell him.
Yeah.
So, Leanne in England, she wants to know, at what age did you start doing music, and what made you start wanting to be a professional musician?
Well, Exco Levi, music is an inbound concept for me, because my dad used to DJ on a sound system named Soul Survival, I believe.
You see why we're friends?
Yeah.
And is that from Manchester?
No, Clarendon.
Clarendon, okay.
My mom is from Manchester, Armand's Manchester.
Okay.
Big up Moko, big up Moko.
My dad is from Clarendon, so he's probably an hour in distance apart from each other. So he used to DJ Super Soul, sound name.
Okay.
So now he used to come up to the hill, because people in Clarendon consider Manchester as country. Just like how people in Kingston consider Spanish
town as country.
Once you cross the ferry, them say a country. So it's the same way people in Maple and Clarendon, they consider Manchester as country.
Yeah.
So when the sound come a country compare, they must say, I want a country dance tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So in that sojourn, that's how my dad met my mom. And my dad a DJ for them at 15.
Okay.
DJ at school and them type of thing. So them say the chip don't fly far from the block.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So it's an inbound concept. So from me know myself, I remember seeing my dad DJ once. I was probably around 12 years old. The sound I play in my DJ. He was in a half a pants with gentleman. Everything have on ring.
Nice.
And how much chains? How much gold chain?
And him in a vest.
So it was back
And
then, man.
then
Trust
vest
me,
used to
trust
wear.
me.
Vest used to wear.
Did he have gold teeth? Did your dad have gold teeth?
Yeah, one big
Yeah.
one. And him in a vest, just the vest alone.
Yeah.
Half a jeans pants.
A muscle like a muscle.
Yeah, and
Oh man, I remember back in those days. You know, there was a good 7 years I couldn't close my hands because it's like
too much
I
rings
had
on.
to have every ring on. You know, I owned 7 rings. I'm wearing 7 rings. You know, because I need everyone else to know I got 7 rings.
That's right.
You know,
So that's where Exco Levi really spring from. And I mean,
Yes.
when I leave Manchester when I was 14, and this is very important. I don't mention this often. I remember my grandmother used to have a local radio, but she's a diehard Christian, you know what I mean? And that's in Manchester. And every morning she used to listen to horoscope. Because I used to 100% believe that horoscope was accurate.
Was
you
a
know?
thing.
Was a thing every morning.
yeah.
Yeah, so just
But she was a diehard Christian.
diehard Christian. And then I should think that horoscope. Yeah.
What a
So,
horoscope. Nice.
My grandmother, she is a diehard Jesus
Right.
Christian.
Speaking tongues.
And yet still she think that horoscope
Was-
was 100%. And this is the first time I asked myself, as I mentioned it just now, I come back to me and say, but how that work?
No,
He's a
I see.
fully
No,
Christian, you know what I mean?
listen. I've seen this before. Exactly what you said, and I said the same thing too. I'm like, well, why do you believe that? If you're,
If you're, you know what I
goes, no. I woke up today and Jesus told me to check my horoscope. I said, how you work, man? Did so
So why didn't Jesus just tell you what is gonna happen then?
just cut out
Why?
the middleman. Cut out
Yeah,
the
why?
middleman.
Yeah, cut out the middleman. So every morning, that's funny though. Every morning, just before horoscope and after, they would play Johnny Be Good Tonight.
Nice.
I mean, and they would play Baltimore. Baltimore by the Tamblins, you know. Lying down in bed, but you know you can't go on like you listen. And for us, I say, you know what I mean? So,
Granny will get upset.
I'm telling you. So, grew up in church, playing keyboard, singing on the choir. That's it. You only know one genre, which is gospel
Praise
music.
gospel,
Amazing
yes.
Grace, how sweet the sound.
Yes.
That save a wretch type me. You know what I mean? Even though
Yes.
wretch is not a good thing.
Right.
And now we realize that the person who wrote that song was actually a slave owner. Of slave under him ship when he wrote that song there.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, and that was like one of the biggest songs. You know what I mean? Where you grew up singing those songs.
So he was a true wretch.
I'm telling you.
So we should be singing that song.
Yeah, it's Amazing Grace. No, this is a confession.
It's true.
Right,
I heard this
yeah,
long
yeah,
time
yeah.
ago.
Amazing Grace.
Yes.
How sweet that sound. Let's see
The wretch like me. I
And
once
we
was
still have
lost.
people that sing them songs. They know it. And even them time, your grandmother sing them songs and not realize, wretch.
Yeah.
You know what's a wretch?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's a different story. So they used to play those songs in the morning now, and then I start to visualize that there's other genre of music out there that give you the same feel, the same spiritual connection, just like the gospel music that you were accustomed to. So when I migrated now and go to Clarendon to live, my next set of people now, with my dad's side of family, they were fully Adventists. So you know, no pork eating, garbage on Friday night.
Right.
Yeah. I think we don't need the interview. I need an interview. I'm glad to interview, you know. Special. Because I thought the things them.
All right.
When I moved to Clarendon now, you know, no pork. You know what I mean? Go to bed on Friday night, and Friday night, Sabbath night was the longest night. You know?
Yeah.
Because you hear the party are going out the door. You can't,
No TV.
you can't, no TV.
Yes,
No
so your skin
radio.
itching.
Your skin itchy that you can't go there and hear the music. And you hear the music out there playing.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
sound
yeah.
a string up.
Yeah.
Selector. You can't look, you know, because it's Sabbath night and the vibe there.
You can't even rock.
You can't even rock.
Anywhere in the world, I gotta tell you, the most difficult place for that to happen is Jamaica, because you know Jamaica 24/7 doesn't matter what time of day it is, what day it is of the week. You hear in the hills, the
Music
music's
on.
coming
Yes,
down.
man. Music's
and,
coming down.
You know, I'm picturing your grandma now, looking at you
I'm
like,
telling you, I have just-
and giving you that look like. Do you
Make
hear
sure
that?
you're not moving
Do you
on.
hear that
Yeah,
in the
man.
hills? And you're like,
Yeah.
I don't hear it. I don't hear that right now.
What? What are you talking about, Grandma?
Not even that one love song that just played. I did not
No,
hear
yeah.
that song.
So my uncle now, we used to share the same room, you know what I mean? But he was kind of a rebel spirit, you know what I mean? He lived in Mississauga now, you know, he migrated to Canada, you know what I
Okay.
mean? And there was always something different about that uncle. Because he was the quietest one in the family. So there was always something special.
Yo, watch the quiet one.
Yeah, man, him just always, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he used to listen to Ellie Skelly in the morning.
I'm ready
And then me hear a song name, Persistent is to try throughout this precious time. Can't give up the fight.
Jah is the way to life. Always we're down and in the streets. Never let Babylon know your weakness. Always you're down and
Watch it.
I know me sing a song there.
Watch
And me
it.
have cold goosebumps just by because I remember some mistake them turn up a radio and I say, no man, that means that there are other genre of music out there that give you that same spiritual connection there. Just like the gospel music that you've been listening to, you know what I mean? And one day I was coming from church and a friend of mine made me listen to a Sizzler.
Yeah.
Yo,
That was it.
that was it.
Yeah.
Yo, the man played the Sizzler on a cassette.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes I wonder because me and Sizzler is good friend. You know, there's a song on the album with me and Sizzler.
Yeah,
And I'm
love it.
wondering sometimes, even meeting Sizzler the first time, me I wonder if he realized who he really is. If this guy that let me listen to Sizzler the first time, this guy was the biggest girlist in our community. Like the big, this, he might have the most. He was the biggest girlist.
Yes.
No word of a life. And when the man right now, he live in the States, his beard is like right here.
Wow.
When the man decide for Rasta because of Sizzler, it was like a street shocker to everybody because this man decided to put on him precept, turban up.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Barefoot.
Like-
it was surprising to everybody
like it
because this man is the
coulda-
biggest
like it coulda
girl
never
in the
happened to
community.
him.
Me.
So it was
No matter
life changing for him. For
Completely.
everybody in the community, actually.
Oh, everybody I want to say, oh, this
Wow.
Ricky. And from that day when I listen to the Sizzler CD there, I just know, say, yo, listen, a Rastafarian, so we start doing studying and we start read up and realize now, say, okay. And from there, say, didn't sit well with family.
Yeah.
But after that time, then just get to accept it. Now,
Yes.
when I go back to Jamaica, even my grandfather was a pastor. Him not call me Devin, him say Exco Levi.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know what? That's a beautiful. That story is incredible because you explain exactly what your music can do for people too.
Yeah, man.
You know,
So true.
Because a lot of your music, it's not just sing-songy or something. You know, you have a really nice tales and stories in it, and it's your songs seem like you're talking to people when you're singing them, and I like that. You know what I mean?
That's what it should be, you know what I mean? That's what music is all about. Especially reggae music. Edifying and educating and awakening the sleeping consciousness of the masses. That's what music, that's what Bob Marley them intention for the music to be was to be like, you know. You know what I mean? When Bob Marley sings songs, the cold ground was my bed last night, it wasn't a myth, you know. You know what I mean? The stone is right there in Jamaica right now when he used to breast him head pan. When him said Upper Cane River used to wash my dread. And I realized that most of the songs that I've sing that is like, for instance, Living My Life in the Factory, that is a real story. There are some of my biggest songs. You know what I mean? Because you can sing someone else's story to you know, like for instance, I can know that you're going through something and I've seen your story. But I'm singing your story for you. But whenever it's my story, it always came across different and the fans and people them love it.
True.
Most of my biggest song them,
Yes.
it's like that.
Yeah. Because it's
Well-
coming for the truest
For
place.
the truest place, you know what I mean?
If my
right.
photographer falls and broke him neck, please let's sing a nice story about that one. Please be careful.
Yeah man, give.
Every lawyer is watching Facebook right now.
Yeah, man.
A lot of
And be like,
mercy.
call me. Call me.
Here's my card.
Hold it still.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
you know, we do have Soul Kitchen ladders here. We can. All right,
Yeah,
all
man.
right. So, what's next for you? What's something? Here's a question. I want you to tell me something that you would like to accomplish that you have not touched yet.
And it doesn't have to be music related, or is it music related?
Anything in your life.
Listen.
What is something that you want to do that you have not done yet?
Listen, I already have 3 kids. I mean, the last one is 8.
Okay.
So they are big people. They are growing up, you know what I mean? And I try my best to have all my kids in Canada because I've known of Canada and seen Canada always, you know what I mean, look out for kids, you know what I
True.
mean, make sure they are protected, and that's why I try my best not to have kids nowhere else in the world
Yes.
than Canada. One thing that can make me fully
Has that
happy
been a
right-
struggle for you? Try not to have kids everywhere. I'm reading inside that line.
When
you
I
know,
was
I'm
when
reading
I,
inside
when I
it,
was
like,
younger, when you understand, I'm 38 next week and I'm a big
It
man.
seemed
now.
like a big
Yeah,
project.
yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
have my
Yeah.
kids in one country.
You know, when
You don't know what I've been through, John.
Straight.
So, my greatest dream and desire, what I
Yeah.
want to see,
All right.
there's over 38 million people living in Canada. Over.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Have we gone up that high? 38 million? Awesome.
I made 5 of those.
Yes.
I made 5 of
What I
those.
want, I want, when you travel across the world now, I realize that in California you have band like the Revolutionary, you have band like Slightly Stupid, that's singing reggae, and they are touring and they are singing for domes and people. We can do it right here.
Yes.
What we need is the proper infrastructure, the proper team.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And that is what we need. That's why I commend you guys earlier on. I just give today, you know what I mean? We need team. Right now, my team of people, 10 of us, we've been together for almost 4 years this year as a band, as a production team, and we've been doing so well. We have like 20 shows coming up between now and September. Then can you imagine if we have photographer, we have videographer, where everything we do,
One
you know what I
stop.
mean? It would move to a next level and everybody get paid.
Right.
And if you understand, say people like Tranix, Kabaka Pyramid, Protege, all of them are a friend of mine, and I know where they started. It all started off because stop sitting around waiting for major label to do things for you. They will find you.
Thank you.
They will find it when the time is right. Because
They know what they're looking for.
Whenever you look for label, they put whatever they want to put on the table. You know what I mean? And you have to
Yep.
accept it because you're the one who want to be signed. But when you group together as a unit and say, listen, we have Radio Station, we have Soul Kitchen, we have Give for the photographer, we have High Priest Band, which is my band, we have Exco Levi, the brand that have won 5 Juno Award, we can represent into any government entity, and we
Right.
become a team
Yes.
of people. Going on this tour this year, probably everybody can't make it on the tour, but we bring Give this time. Next year we bring somebody else. You know what I mean? That is what we need, the unity. And my dream is for us to hit in the road with a tour bus where everyone is on it. Everyone, photographer is on it. Everyone is on it, and we're touring all across Canada into the US. You know what I mean? So anything else we receive out of Canada in show wise will be bonus for us. Because we have over 38 million people in Canada that we're singing for every year.
So your heart is in Canada. You want to talk to the Canadian people.
I want it to be a place where anything else Exco Levi do outside of Canada is bonus for me.
Wow.
Because it can happen. Because when you go to Europe, people like Gentleman, him not have to come America. When last year I see Gentleman do a show in Canada. Him tour all over Germany by himself. And solo people, just Germans alone. When you touch over to Italy, you have people like Alba Rossi, where everywhere him go across in the diaspora of that area, he's known and people turn out and him sell tickets. So anything him do outside of Italy
And the following is massive.
Bonus.
It's bonus for him.
Bonus, you're
and
right.
we can do it here in Canada.
Absolutely.
Once we unite and come together, and that is what we need, and that is my dream. Anytime that happen, I could humbly say, if every year Exco Levi doing 30 show in Canada and his tour bus with his band, I'm accomplished.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So don't you think Exco in the last 10 years, maybe last 5 years, that's more recent timing, don't you think like the appetite for reggae music and for cultural music has increased on this side of Canada and on this side? Now I can see independent artists, I can see a new Canadian artist, reggae artists coming out. Don't you find that it's changed in the last few years we've been here?
It's changed, but it depends on the area.
Okay.
A place like Montreal, Vancouver,
Right.
those people love reggae, like
It's true.
the festival vibe, and you realize that even in the US, you will realize that if an artist is on tour in the US, they will tell you that their rare show is on the East Coast. Once you could ask them. Once he's a reggae artist, because the people in New York, Brooklyn, and across the GTA area, they across the tri-state area, they're more of the dancehall pop kind of vibe. You know what I mean? But you see when you touch down California, right across, come back West Coast, Canada. Those people is truly love artists. We tell us them best shows across those areas.
Okay.
Like one of them is a reggae artist, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
If you understand, so the people them who live in New York, Toronto, London, those people are the grimy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to give them what they want.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
the
have to be
attitude is
grimy.
different, yeah.
Yeah, it's different. But when you touch on to West Coast California and Montreal, and those
More
places,
laid back, chill
you
kind of
have- you
vibe.
have
Yes.
a white guy come out with him wife, a Rasta and him 2 kids, and with Bob Marley tattoo on him
Right,
chest,
right, yeah.
and then big spliff in them outside. And
They like to do that,
You know when
don't they?
I'm telling you so. And so I just the way it's set up, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, I think his name was DJ Luke in Brooklyn. Wants to know how you feel about like rap music, right? I think he's a rap DJ, so he wants to know about rap music and would you do songs or have you done songs with rap artists?
I've never done a song with a rap artist before, and I don't listen to a lot of rap because I don't understand what them I say.
Right?
I don't know most of them. I don't understand what I'm saying. And I use myself as
The
an
best
example.
part of that was that he said it in patois.
Now listen up. But yeah, when it comes to rap music, for me, hip hop music is kind of like I was talking to a friend of mine last night. I said, listen to me. If Jamaican people don't know your song, you don't bust as a rapper.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because with rap music is not our number one song. But listen, when 50 Cent bust, we know all this song.
Everybody knows
Yes.
it. That's
You know
right.
what I mean? Made it, man.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So when I'm gonna talk about 2 Chainz and all these, me don't know them because I can't sing one of them song.
Right.
So your friend them know you.
Right.
Jamaican people don't do
Say your friend.
What if you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
we,
Yeah.
because we don't listen to hip hop that much.
True.
period.
Yeah.
So if we can't sing when 50 Cent them bust, we know 50 Cent song.
Right. It's
Right.
You know what I
true.
mean? Drake
Yeah.
bust, we know Drake.
So you're
song.
not big till Jamaicans that sing your
No,
song.
man, we know
Yeah.
them because it's not our genre. However,
Yeah.
we know them once it
Right.
really it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once it really it the real way, we know it. And if
No,
we
it's
don't know
almost
it,
the same way like for a lot of people in Canada that aren't into reggae music, but they'll tell you, just give me the light. You know what I mean?
Alright,
Like that's a damn good
this is-
song.
this is very-
That's the reggae? Is that the reggae?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Alright,
good.
I was telling someone, say, listen.
That's Sean Paul.
I was telling someone, say, you have it song, I have popular song, you know.
Yeah.
They say what that mean. Me say a song can be popular, but it's not it.
Right.
They must say, well, how would you call it an it? Me say when people have different ethnic background can just like give me the light.
Yes.
That's a it.
Right.
That song can popular because there's a lot of popular song that we know. But if you ask an Indian guy coming from college, do you know the song? He's like, what? You know what I mean? When I turn on Chin Radio downtown, I turn on some different
Yeah,
station.
you're supposed to hear
You
it.
hear them up like, give me the light. You
Yeah,
know, it's
yeah.
a hit song. Or when I turn on most white station,
Yeah.
I would hear a song like, she don't love nobody. She
okay.
don't love
Yes.
nobody. You know, Shaka Demo some players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You hear those songs.
Yeah.
Bam, bam. Those are the songs that I would say, in my opinion, is really
Hits.
hit song. Give me the light. Too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because
Sean Paul,
they have like
Shaggy,
the staples,
Bombastic.
right?
You know what I mean? So
Staples.
it can be popular here, even with Vibes Cartel. Very good artist, talented. But you probably could count on your 10 finger and listen. How much song is really it? They are
Yeah.
popular.
Fever was a hit.
You know what I mean? They say
was a hit.
it's popular, but it's not it. 'Cause if you ask someone of a different ethnic background, if they know that song, they probably don't know it.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? Say it's popular because we know it, because we are in tune to that culture. But
Right,
for a
right.
person
Right.
who from a different culture must say, what song is that? See, so I just saw it go. You know what I mean? So it can be popular, but it's not it.
I like that definition. I like the separation. I like the distinction.
All right.
So I gotta ask them, do you want to make a hit or you want to make a popular song?
Well,
Hey.
even when working with Donovan Jim in Penthouse, he always tried to tell us that. He said, listen, you're trying to make hit songs. A popular song is just your friend, them know it. And people who's in tune to that culture. But what about people who, you know what I mean? Like for instance, the last hit song out of Jamaica for the last 2 years that I can remember is Charlie Black.
Which one is that?
I know for me body girl,
Yeah.
I know it's a carnival.
True.
Before that, I was telling you for the top of my head, before that was
Remain Virgo, I think. had something.
Oh, yeah, that was a hit. Yeah.
Those
You
are-
heard that everywhere.
Those are standard
Oh.
it song.
Yeah, they
Song.
play,
This
'cause
is-
they
those are
play
not
on
popular songs,
stations
they're
that
hit
aren't
song.
urban stations.
Turn on station that is not urban and you hear those songs.
You know what else? When
That's
they do the
almost a goal, eh?
remixes, when they do the remixes
Yeah.
with non-black, non-cultural people,
Yeah.
when they do the amazing remixes.
That's almost like a different goal now. You know what I mean? So people like, where do you want this song to go? Number one? No. You want to get a Juno Award? No. What kind of award you want to get? I want to go on their radio station.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So I have a personal question, a very deep personal question, and I know this is going to touch some feelings out there, but what does Exco Levi take in his coffee? Just tell us the truth, man.
And it's okay if you drink
Black-
milk.
No, I don't drink milk. No, I don't drink cow puss.
Oh, God.
So,
Oh, my God. You give me images now. Oh, my gosh.
no milk. You know what I mean? I don't like sugar. Like I hate sweet.
Yeah.
So if there's no honey, I probably just put one sugar just you know what I mean,
Okay.
just to make it have that bitter taste. You know what I mean? And I start to cut down for my coffee. No, I guess I said that. No.
Make sure.
Well, that's because I heard someone tell me that coffee
Yeah.
kind of mess with your
No,
reproductive
yeah,
organs.
I heard that coffee is not good for your
Cocky.
your so we kinda go one every week.
all right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Once a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably two. But
Okay.
I used to have one
Alright.
because it kind of give me energy sometimes. So I kind take them time. I got mint.
That's good. That's
Peppermint,
good.
you know what I mean? Because you know, as Jamaican, as black man, you know, I know said nothing not gonna mess with you.
With your reproductive system.
All right. Organs, you know all that. You see me so? You know what I mean?
I'm
So I just love it.
gonna try to think about questions before I ask them from now on.
So I just you cook.
That's why
so,
I stick to the other countries. Don't ask your own questions, John. John, don't ask your own questions.
But Exco, I mean, is it true every Rastafarian cook? We expect Rastas to be like good chefs. So you're a good cook.
Yeah, man, I'm a bad chef. Listen, because I don't eat meat almost 15 years now, you know.
Wow, so you're vegan or vegetarian?
No. Swim around it here, yeah. Yeah. Pescatarian. I only
Okay.
eat sea creature and vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm
fair
trying to cut out the sea creature, but it's, you know what I mean?
Sea creature won't let you alone.
Oh, let me I'm trying my best to go fully vegan. You know, I tried more than once, but you know, I'll get there.
Okay, so what's your favorite dish?
Well, I love vegan food. Bad.
Okay.
Like what?
love,
Like
love,
what?
love.
Say something you like to sit
there's
down
like
and eat before your show
veggie
tonight.
veggie chunks, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And I love falafel. Sandwich, I love wrap. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
There's a vegan restaurant in Burlington called Lotis.
Oh, okay.
Bad.
Oh, I gotta check it out. That's where I live.
There's
I gotta
one
check it out.
There's one in Toronto. And Western is a friend of mine restaurant is called V's Vegan Restaurant. Like, I love vegan food and I love seafood.
Okay.
Yes, I'm trying to cut out the sea, but you know, you just say, you know what I mean?
We have to big up our friend out in Channel 2, Ital Vital Restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Alright.
can find a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Also.
Nice. All right, so bouncing back into the music, just before we move on to the next segment, I definitely want, like you've mentioned, like your team that you're working with right now. Okay, so why don't you big up your band a little bit and just tell us a little bit about the members in your band, who you have.
Well, my band, you know, we started off around 3 years, almost 4 years now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We do a lot of shows, especially in Canada. You know what I mean? We change members. You know, you gotta have some people, and this is for even you running your program right now. You're gonna have some people where they're gonna be with you, but their heart is not with you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I tell my manager who we gonna lose from the band long before it happened. And she said, Exco, you're different, but you don't understand. I said, listen, I can truly know who is fully high priest than who is just coming to get paid for the show.
Right.
I tell her, even when I said that in rehearsal, people is like, because I know, you know what I mean? You can feel who genuinely have a vision and say, listen, we are high priests, and if it's a free show, we're going to do a free show tonight because we know where this thing is going to go. I could naturally feel it from here.
Right.
My harmony singer, her name is Dana Karen. She's actually a nurse at Sick Kids. You know what I mean? And this girl would leave from downtown to Brampton every evening for rehearsal. You know what I mean? Take the train.
Wow.
And she would. So these are the things that tell me who is 100%
Dedication,
The heart,
yeah.
committed. The art, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The art.
Yeah.
My drummer, his name is Clay, and he's one of the founding member of the band. You know what I mean? He's still there. He's been with us from the get-go. He's
Nice.
still there. You know what I mean? We changed bass player. We have a new entry to the team. You know what I mean? Which they're here since night.
Okay.
Yeah. He live in Hamilton too.
Okay.
He also shows a level of commitment that is telling me stuff too, because long before he started playing with the unit, he used to drove from here in Hamilton.
What's he do?
Play bass
Okay,
guitar.
bass.
He drove from Hamilton to Brampton just to rehearse. Even when we are not having a full rehearsal, he would find the drummer and he would rehearse with the drummer.
Right.
Wow,
These are the
really?
things that
And now he's the drummer.
I know he's
a bass player. Wow.
Yeah, and he's coming to the States.
Amazing.
Nice.
It's amazing.
So that tells me a lot, you know what I mean? 'Cause even when we don't have a rehearsal, you take your time from Hamilton and drove down and ready. And
So his
like,
heart
let us
was already
rehearse.
there. His heart was
is there, you
already,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Because you
So-
can do their art, they know.
True.
And
It
most of the
takes-
musicians them we used to there, they are there, but their art is not there, you know what I mean? So you tend that our guitarist too is also a new guitarist. You know what I mean? The same thing, a person is there, but he not do that with them art.
Right.
Because we have a free show today.
Right.
Even though it's a unit, and even though I'm giving you 30, 40 shows per year, someone will call it today and tell us, listen, I have a gig for you today for $200 and $300. This person would rather go and play for the $200 and leave us without a guitar player.
Wow.
Knowing that you are with a band, you are with a unit, that if you miss this 250, you have 40 show for the year. This person is only give you one gig. So you know, people like them, they have to just take time.
Right.
Move them out the airways. So we have a new guitar player. His name is Monte, doing well. My keyboard player is Duke Dawes. He's world renowned keyboard player. He used to play for Barry's for 15 years.
Oh wow.
Travel all over the world, you know.
Amazing.
And he's there. You know, my management team is Jones and Jones Production. They're the one who keep Jambana, Dennis Jones.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I've been with her probably around 7 years now.
Wow.
We do great things. We travel all over the place, man, and we do a lot of work.
Amazing.
So that's my team.
Great.
Karen Joels is my next harmony singer. She's also my graphics designer.
Okay.
You know, man, and she's been a stalwart member of the band. And
you have pretty good graphics. I love the images you put out. Yeah, they're very catchy.
The album cover is
You like
so
it?
I've seen 100 this year, and this album cover is so clean looking.
Yeah, and Karen, the girl who do that too, she's also a singer too. Karen Joel.
Yeah.
We actually have a song coming out with me and her in the summer. We're gonna do the video for it too.
So how'd you decide on the album name? Narrative.
When we were searching for the name for the album, and you know, most people who put out a project, they normally name the album of a song from the album. I didn't want to do that because, you know, I found a name that can cover the entire project, because every song have a different story. Right. You know what I mean? So we just
you don't want to center out one thing when
we don't want the attention to place on one song. We want the attention to place on the entire project. So that's why we just find a name that would cover the ground collectively.
Well, can I ask you to give us a sample of some of these amazing songs from this album?
Well, some of the greatest response I've received from song from the album, the song title My Moment. I think that's the most requested. This is my day, this is my moment, and this is my time to shine. Endless possibilities, so I seize these opportunities to be what I wanna be. And so my mama can proud of me. I never born on gold mattress, still me never turn no outlast. Me office stay steadfast to find mama breakfast. This is my day, my day. This is my moment. Beautiful. And this is my time to shine. You know what I mean? Songs like
I say we get some rhythms going here and hear the real version.
Yes,
sounding good?
Yeah, man.
All right, let's do it.
Soul Kitchen, no I go on for IG there.
Big them up, Exco. Big them up. Shout out your people.
Dana, who that? BSA, who that? Uncle Johnny, Karen, Atafire, who that? Steve, too much people. Big up. Reggae Kitchen, see that? See give there?
Yes.
Boss, run with him.
Drop it, John.
Fresh there. Hey, some is a rubber dub style. I priest we in a rubber dub style. Soul Kitchen in a rubber. Watch this. Alright, where can I get some reggae on the station? Turn it up and let me feel the vibration. Levi Sibbles, Gregory Isaac and some Alton, Dennis Brown and some Cockatoo, Sugar Miner. Remember when the music used to play long? Selector never get no money for we hear song. When Asmouth and Sly and Robbie them a play man, I mean say music used to nice for real. Say man a wine for them woman in a corner. Liquor on them foot and them have them marijuana. I don't understand what's going on here. No man now wine for no woman again. What happened to the good old days? We really need to hold a vibe. Hear me now. Just like the good old days, we playing rubber dub all night. Soul Kitchen, the good old days, we really need to hold a vibe. A fresh, what happened to the good old days? We playing rubber dub all night. Hamilton, some is the rubber dub style. I hear we out we in a rubber dub style. I give we in a rubber dub style. A high priest we in a rubber dub style. So watch we wine for
down, we have we marijuana. I don't understand what's going on. No man, no wife, and no woman again. What happened to the good old days? We really need to hold a vibe. Hear me now. Just like the good old days, we playing rubber dub all night. Soul Kitchen. What happened to the good old days? We really need to hold a vibe. Hear me now. Just like the good old days, we playing rubber dub all night. Hey, we in a rubber dub style. I priest we in a rubber dub style. A Soul Kitchen in a rubber dub style. I hear we out. What's the Soul Kitchen? Alright. When I man was a little lad, my mama used to beat me bad. Tell me safe to stay in the yard. But I man love the beat so bad, so I man have to make a chad. I'm going out the dancer. I used to pop sleeping pillows on no sheet. Hey, I hear my mama think say that I sleep, I sleep. Never know say I man out the street. Hey, I listen to a kitchen, them a drop reggae beat. Good old days, Soul Kitchen. Hey, I Exco Levi. Whoa, I'm in done. What happened to the good old days? We really need to hold a vibe. Hear me now. Just like the good old days, we playing rubber dub all night. Oh, what happened to the good old days? We really need to hold a vibe. Hear me now. Just like the good old days, we in a Hamilton tonight. We know Exco Levi, Soul Kitchen. Yo, it's a fire. I tell you now, Jah no sleep, no angels don't have to shake. I know God never grew up if you wake him. And when him ready to roll out the leather belt, lick from all angles and the pagan them against. Charity not always in a motion, transmitting team brains without no commotion. Station lock, every police gonna bed. My Janja eyes on what over my head. Jah no sleep. Yeah, Jesus want to keep Jah away. No matter, him done see them all. When the evil them a make, yeah. Jah no sleep. Yeah, Jesus want to keep him away. Soul Kitchen, him done see them all. When the evil them a make, yeah. Well, all in all, you see them a one. Jah just allow them, make them go on. Time longer than rope. Me give them no flint to try tight round them throat. Me tell you boy, no need no glass, no cataract for Jah Jah pupil. Him sit down and a watch evil people. I go on like a them a blow breath. Watch them a ball and retribute and them a get Jah no sleep. He just want to keep Jah away. No not all. Him done see them all. When the evil them a make. Jah no sleep. Me tell you Jah no sleep. Me tell you Jah no sleep now. Jah no sleep in Hamilton, Soul Kitchen. Listen this. Listen and listen. Out comes the sun, shining on my face again. And grace make me high. So I can meditate. Dreams of brighter days. Yes, grace me blaze. Dreams of brighter days. Yes, grace me blaze. Soul Kitchen, yeah. As I glance through my window, puff on my window, realize there's no turning back. I've got to, yo! Yeah!
Soul Kitchen.
Now even though them put me through them tests, yeah. The cleanest side of pump blood in them chest, yeah. We know! All IG crew, big up myself, you know what I mean? Exco Levi, Field Marshal, the Marshal. Yeah, Hamilton. Now even though them put I through them tests, yeah. The clean the Santa from chest, yeah. Them don't easy down the west, yeah. So kitchen I go on exodus like the great Robert Rasta. Them minds want to live the festa. Them not gonna get no chance to pull me out like no Chester. I tell you not to like Manchester. Kabaka Pyramid and Exco Levi come to tell you no say strive. Never let them get you down, no time we are strive. Storming is not falling up to reach a finish line, yeah. Strive. Never let them get you down, no time we are strive. Yes. Hey, Hamilton, watch this. We got to keep the forward motions at one. Steady made it through commotions and storm. Done a lot of works, but we've got more to go on. Like when I'm sleeping, still I've got more shows to go on. Well, in this game, many are free to take a life. Searching for ways for us to make a better life. Hear me be not piano, I may not dress alright. I have strive for my goals with all my might. I tell you we are strive. Never let them get you down, no. And we are strive. Storming is the for me, show you reach a finish line, yeah. Strive. Never let them get you down, no time we are strive. So I can change, think of a son from us. Alright, I see them. Guided missile, leaving mankind misguided. United we stand, but fallen divided. Tell them to choose Jah, and them still undecided. Still the Almighty provided. I coulda come back, I wanna Exco Levi alone. If I evil them a peace, tell them to leave I alone. Nah, I'm no meat, but I'm a rebel to the bone. Still have to make it even without the code. I tell you man, strive. Never let them get you down, no time we are strive. Establishment is not for me, show you Exco Levi, Rastafarian, say it, so kitchen. Yeah, manners and respect. Majesty.
This has been Reason with my friends. We're honored today to have Exco Levi, my friend today in the interview. Big up yourself, Sudime.
Yes, yes.
Reggae Run Things Root. Big up yourself. Give Nation in the house. All right. This is Exco Levi.
Big things. Give Nation.
We want to thank Exco Levi for dropping by the kitchen and cooking up a good Saturday evening dinner. It was ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
This is John Kitchen.
All the best on your tour.
Raga.
Good luck.
Sorry for Maga dog, we bite you. My mama used to say, everybody not go like you.